Iniziando Krishna Evangelium al Messia, presentando il stile della libertà di Spirito Santo. Amen. Joseph woke up, take the child and his mother, and speak to him, because Herod is seeking his life. Today, as I told you in the beginning of this Mass, we are celebrating the feast of the Holy Family of Nazareth. And by right, because this is something very special to the heart of the Church. The family life is the foundation of whom we are and what we are going to leave behind us as heirs and also as people who are going to continue our values. In the first reading today, we see that in the Old Testament, we already see from Sirah how God asks us to respect our parents even when they are old, because our prayers will be heard, our sins will be forgiven, and God give us long life. Long life not because you are going to live 90 years in the face of the earth, because you are going to live forever with God. What is the fourth commandment? Honor your mother and father. And so the book is trying to reflect that we need to do so. Even when your father is old, and your mother too, we need to respect them, because they are not the same people that they were 30, 40 years ago. When we look at the family life today, we see how it is destructed and how it is destroyed. And it is destroyed because of the situation that we are living in. First of all, we lost sense of respect. We lost sense of respect. We don't respect each other. We don't even respect ourselves. Look at young people today, how they abuse themselves with drugs and alcohol, and even tobacco and all kinds of nonsense that we are not going to mention in church. We don't have no respect. Number two, which is very important too, it is because of the situation we are living in, the separation that we have. I don't talk about I don't talk about divorce. I talk about separation. How many families are separated because of situations that arise, and because of that, the family is really hurt. And thirdly, because we lost sense of sacrifice. We don't know what sacrifice is all about. As soon as we are going to try to face some hardship, we try to do all we can to avoid all that hardship. So let us begin with the first. The first one is that we have no respect for each other. My dear people, look what the St. Paul said to wives, first of all, and to husbands. Husbands, love your wife. To love your wife does not mean to send her a card on your anniversary of marriage, if you remember. It's not because, it's a special day for her and you send her some flowers, if you remember. But love means that you are going to share with her the same responsibility of a family. There is nothing wrong in you, gentlemen, to really take off your sleeves and help your wife with the chores of the house, especially when there is 2 or 3 babies that she has to take care of all day long. There is nothing wrong to run the sweeper and to do the laundry. There is nothing wrong that you go shopping with her. And that is what you show that you love her. Because you love her is because you share the responsibility of the family. Because the family is not hers, it's both of you. And wives, he said, be submissive to your husband. Many people, especially women, does not like that word, submissive. You are not a slave, you understand? You are created equal to the man, equal. There is no one or the second, a first and second. But what he is trying to say, St. Paul, is, as Christ is submitted himself to the church, and for the church, he died for her, so must wives. They must die, including their husband, for each other. That they have to give to each other their total love. Why? Because there is so many nonsense going on around us in this world. If you don't love your wife totally and completely, there is somebody at the work, there is somebody at your recreation place, there is somebody in the neighborhood that's going to destroy you and is going to bring you down. And you know what I mean. If there is singular love to that husband and to that wife in the family, you don't need to eat dessert nowhere but in your house. You get the message? Some people, that is what's going on today. Because we don't have respect for each other, then we begin to insult each other. We begin to attack each other. Look what St. Paul said. As soon as grievance comes in, reconcile. As soon as you have a fight, forgive. As Christ himself forgive us. You are going to say with me at the Paternoster and our Father, forgive us as we forgive. You want God to forgive you and you don't want to forgive? You know what God said to you? Get away from me. I gave you a lesson and you need to follow it. And that is the forgiveness. And I am going to give you an advice. Never goes to bed angry at each other. Now, even if you have done horrible things, you make sure that you give a kiss to each other and make sure that you make up before you go to bed. Don't go, because one night will be the beginning of many nights of separation from one another. It takes one issue to begin that nonsense of not talking to each other, talking ugly to each other, be abusive to each other, talk about your husband, your wife to other people, and so forth. That's not unity. If you have a problem with your wife, you talk to your wife. You don't need to go and talk to your friend. He is not going to solve your problem. She is not going to solve your problem. In fact, she is going to increase that problem in you. Because she is going to support you against your wife. And you know, 2 against 1 is not going to be a fair fight, a fair enemy. Number 2, we need to understand that we have not only respect for each other, but we have to make sure that we do not face difficulties alone. Because sometimes, you know, we have a problem, and each one of us have problems. Each one of us have those shortcomings. Talk to each other. Dialogue. You know what dialogue means? Excuse me the expression. You shut up, and the other person talk. Because if you don't let her talk, or you let him talk, then you are smothering the dialogue. Dialogue is a good listener. Try to listen what the other person has to say. Because if you don't listen, then you are not going to solve no problem. Because you don't know what is bothering her, what is bothering him. We are not the Holy Spirit. We are not gods. We need to learn by listening to each other. And then when we listen to each other and we have a good communication, that means good dialogue, then we are going to solve a lot of problems. You don't need a lawyer to solve your problem, which many times that is the only way you can solve a problem. You don't need your mother to solve your problem, because your mother is in union with you against your wife, because many times the mother-in-law, they hate the daughter, the law. And why do that? Because two people are loving the same person. She is loving as a mother, and she wants no one to take him away from her. And the others say, now your turn is over, it's mine. And they are, we used to have a saying, in order that a mother-in-law lives with a daughter-in-law in the same house, that house has to be happy. And it's very hard to find happiness. And the third one is sacrifice. Do you hear the gospel today? The infant Jesus was not even 2 years old. And the angel of God said to Joseph, woke at night and leave, because Herod was to kill your son. They also face tribulation. Is there any family that does not have tribulation? Is there any family everything is going easy? No. We have to work hard for what we have. Whether it is a job that you have, whether it is a relationship, whether it is, domestic thing, we need to work hard. And sometimes there are things that are going to occur to us, and then sometimes we Sickness of a child. Sickness of a spouse. Sickness that comes on one member of the house. And that really put a damper on the relationship, and sometimes even it takes a toll on the relationship. But if you are strong and you are communicating and you love one another, together you will solve the problem. There is no need of outsider. There is no need for outsider. Not even a priest. You are adult enough to make the problem. You are adult enough to solve the problem. You don't need nobody. But you have to go there. You have to have a good relationship. You have to put good base of love to each other. But what happened to Joseph? He listened to God. He listened to God. I mean, let's face it, man. I'm talking to men. Will you take a woman that she's already 6 months with a baby in her, and this was yours? Oh no! That's a Joseph for you! Joseph will you love. Do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, because what you saw in her is not an operation of a man, but it is the Holy Spirit. And what Joseph did? I do what you want, Lord. Many times in our life, there is problems in our life that we cannot understand them and resolve them. And because of that, sometimes we get angry. But that is life. We don't know what's going to happen from now till 2 minutes from now. Why? Because I can drop that in front of me. We don't know. It's a mystery. Life is a mystery. But what we did is listen to God. And that is why disputes are empty. What happened with the 4 o'clock conference in the sea? Oh, jam, huge, jam downstairs, all over creation, because they think they're going to church for Christmas, they have fulfilled their obligation. Little they know how foolish and how stupid they are. If you don't listen to the word of God, that guide, you are not going to make it. You are not going to, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me how much money you have. You can tell me how much, preparation you have for marriage. You can tell me how much you love your wife. If God is missing in marriage, that marriage will collapse. There is no if or but. Give me one family who are churchgoers, pray, united with God, and their marriage is destroyed. Give me one family, and I tell you, you are right, and I am wrong. When God is not present, there is no reality of love. God is love, and where there is love, there is God. And where God is not, there is nothing but destruction. My dear people, this is what the Holy Family teaches. The Holy Family teaches that we need to be always united with our God. Look at the Blessed Mother. Kneeling, saying her prayers one time, an angel appeared to her and said, "Hail, full of grace, you are going to have a baby. I do not have a man by whom I have a baby." The Blessed Mother was not dumb and stupid. She knows what a baby comes from. It's not from the stork or from the ship or whatever they say, parent children. And he said, "Don't be afraid. The Holy Spirit will come upon you. And you will conceive, and you will name him Jesus." How many times, dear people, we know that this is not something that we take it lightly. That Mary, after she understands the message of God, she said, "Fear, let it be done to me according to your word." My dear people, this is what we need to do in the family. We need to be people of sacrifice. You are working two jobs. One of you lost a job, and you have to manage. You have to get a little bit out of here and out of here, because lot of accountability many times is not going to help you to achieve the goal. I'm going to give you something to think about. You remember your parents? Do they have as much as you have? Did they were happy or happier than you? They were happier than you. They were not happy. They didn't have no money. They did not have much. But you know what? They really really love each other, and they try to make what they have with the means they have. My dear people, I mean, 20, 30 years ago, a family always have 3, 4 kids. Today, 1. And you know why? Because the wife is always nagging their husband, I want a baby, I want a baby. And after the baby said, go to your mother, I need you not. How many times we see many marriages destroyed after the first baby is born? Because the mother gives her total love to that baby and ignore the husband. And of course, you don't have one baby in the house. You have 2 babies. You have your husband who's a baby too, but jealous too. And many times, he feels that he is unwanted. And he begins acting like he is 16 years of age. He begins going to the gym so that he has muscles. He goes with his shirt open so that the girls at work see him with a muscular and with a macho he is. And all of a sudden, the marriage is gone. Why? Because you have a love that you have. He's your husband. I still remember when my father was alive, which is about 34 years ago, my mother, the first thing that she do at dinner, gives the first plate to my father. And my father used to say to my mother, or my mother used to say to my father, they will all go when they are 18, 20, but we are going to stay together. You want that after you raise your children, you find yourself strangers to each other, because many houses, that's what they are strangers to each other, because they remain together for the children, not for themselves, not for one another. My dear people, as we celebrate the Holy Family today, let us look seriously about our marriages, about our families, and see what we can do. And don't please complain, because complain is not going to go nowhere. How much you complain, the world changed, and what happened, and what happened. You're not going to solve no problem. If you go to a mechanic, because your car is not working properly, and you say, and the mechanic says, what happened, what happened, what can I do, what can I do, what can I do? And get it, maybe can I do, and what happened, the car is not going to move. The same thing with us. We need to apply ourselves. We need to resolve to do the best we can. There is nothing wrong that you are still innamorato. You know what innamorato means? That you are still in love with each other. That you are still dating each other. There is nothing wrong for a woman for her husband come to work to dress properly, to shower and do everything, so he finds her beautiful when he comes home. Remember, you are contesting with those people at work. All those, I was going to say a bad word. All those things, all those people at work, they try to pose in front of your husband and attract him so they will be attractive to them and so forth. There is nothing wrong to do that. There is nothing wrong to kiss your husband in front of your children. In fact, that is great lesson. And there is nothing wrong to hold your hand of your wife when you are walking. I will know if people are married or people are single. If they are married, the wife walks about 10 feet up and the husband behind her. If they are in love, oh, it's going like that. Somebody's going to steal it away from him. But I mean, that is really sad. But it's true. My dear people, love your families. I know they are not perfect. And I tell you, I come from a family of 8 children. And many times when I used to go home, because I am from Europe, and we have those big dinners on Sundays. How many times my brother or somebody says something, and I want to jump over the table and choke my brother for what he has said. But they are the people that when I am in trouble, I know their number. I know their number, 011-356-672-23123. I know them by heart, because when I need them, those are the people I call. My dear people, family, we didn't select. We inherit. But we need to understand that the family is very important in high waters and low waters. Love one another. Appreciate one another. Say thank you to each other. I am sorry to each other. Make sure you be kind, as St. Paul said, kind and patient. Of course, when you are married, the first 2 years are hell on earth, because you are dealing with a woman who was raised in this fashion and the man who was raised in this fashion. And to bring them together is going to break a lot of heads. And everyone wants to be, I win over you, or who is going to win. And by the time that the 3-4 years goes by, then things begin to mellow, because you know his weakness, you know his ways, you know her ways, and so on and so forth. How many times you bought a you bought a shirt for your husband, and you bought it yellow, and he hates yellow? Go shop together. She's decorating the house. Don't tell her, well, I want this here and I want that. The house is hers. Let her decorate the way she wants it. For the love of God, what in the heck we know with men? We know what men know? How to dirty things. That's what we know. I mean, let's face it. When I am cooking, I take 10 pots. My mother used to use 1, because after she cooks, she rinses and doesn't cook it again. Now I have to bring everything out. And then at the end, they say, oh my God, I have so much to do now. My dear people, help each other. Be good to each other. Build your families. Build your marriages. And then you will see a return. Because your children will see what you do. You are going to set an example for them to follow. Now,